Hey everyone, John here from TestPrepInsight.com, and today I'm going to cover our updated review of the Kaplan ACT prep course. We just finished using and reviewing this course for the second time and wanted to give you some updates and share our thoughts. And just as a heads up then, since I'll just be covering the major highlights in this video and trying to keep things kind of short, if you find you need some more detail at any point, you can always check out our full detailed written review of Kaplan over on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight Kaplan ACT review. That's a quick way to find it. So as you can probably imagine, the Kaplan courses include pretty much all of the typical study materials that you'll need for ACT prep. I'm talking a study plan, on-demand video lessons, practice questions, practice tests, live classes, and most of your core features. So rather than running down a list of study materials that you likely already know about, I'm instead going to focus on what I see as the biggest strengths and weaknesses of the Kaplan course, because ultimately, I think this is going to be more helpful for you to help determine whether Kaplan is going to be the right choice for your learning style. So let's start with those strengths. And number one is the fact that Kaplan has actually partnered with the ACT directly to be the official prep partner of the ACT. In fact, the two organizations are so closely intertwined that you actually are redirected to purchase Kaplan's course through ACT's website. So essentially, the prep course is from the makers of the ACT with access to real, previously used ACT questions and full-length practice tests with expertise and tech from Kaplan. Now, this, in my opinion, is super valuable. No other prep course gives students this level of realistic practice. Now, don't get me wrong, other courses like Princeton Review come very close and do a fine job in terms of question design and realism, but the practice material from Kaplan is the real deal. Okay, so number two, I'm a big fan of the video lessons from Kaplan. For one thing, the production value is fantastic. Each video features an instructor on screen, and as they talk, the screen around them fills up with notes, graphics, and cool digital effects, which really help with engagement. Visual learners will love these video lessons. Plus, the format of the videos are solid as well. They take a very conversational approach where the instructor just talks to you like a family friend while sitting at a table and breaks down concepts and strategies with easy to understand examples. And each video is just 7 to 12 minutes in length, which is really helpful for holding a high schooler's attention. So bottom line, we were just super impressed with Kaplan's ACT video lectures. They're definitely one of the main highlights of this package. But again, that's just the heart of the self-paced course. The heart of the live online course is the live classes. And fortunately, Kaplan has done a really nice job with these as well, and they're actually my third item worth calling out. In fact, I think Kaplan has some of the better live classes in the entire ACT prep space, perhaps only trailing Princeton Review. They use a cool dual instructor approach where one instructor teaches the class while the other works the private chat function. This way, the teaching instructor doesn't get interrupted to answer questions, and students can get their questions answered quickly and quietly in the chat without dragging down the other students. This gives the classes a great flow and keeps them really tight. You get a ton out of each 2-hour session, much more than the traditional class setup where the instructor is asking every 5 minutes if there's any more questions, and then getting distracted by one that's not even really relevant. Basically, the Kaplan classes have really tight and well-vetted lesson plans, and they move fast, giving you a lot of bang for your buck and packing in the content. We were just super impressed with the live classes. And lastly, my final strength of this course is value. The Kaplan self-paced course costs just $120. Their live online package with live classes costs around $550, and their tutoring packages start at around $750 and go up from there depending on how many hours you're looking for. Now, in terms of pricing, Kaplan is actually more affordable than most of their competitors. For example, their self-paced course is cheaper than Magoosh's course, who's typically the budget prep provider, and their live class and tutoring packages are cheaper than Princeton Review and PrepScholar. So in terms of overall value, I've got to hand it to Kaplan. Their courses are definitely a bargain. Plus, the company regularly offers sales and special promotions, so make sure to look for coupon codes before buying. In fact, I'll actually do my best to keep the description down below the video screen updated with the most current discount codes that I can find floating around out there, so make sure to check that out and save yourself some money if you decide to go with Kaplan. I usually see their packages discounted by 10 to 15%. Okay, so those are the major highlights of the Kaplan ACT prep package as we see them. So now let's flip it over and talk about the negatives. Number one, although I love Kaplan's live classes, I just wish the course included more instruction. You only get access to 8 2-hour sessions for a total of 16 hours. In contrast, the live class packages from Princeton Review, for example, include anywhere from 18 to 36 hours of live class time. So if you're the type of person who prefers face-to-face instruction, or if you just simply need the accountability that comes with a set live class schedule, this might be something to keep in mind. Then, number two, unlike other ACT prep providers, Kaplan doesn't provide any hard copy prep books. So if you're the type of person who prefers having that physical study tool to take notes in the margins and highlight key points and dog-ear important pages, then Kaplan might not be the best fit for you. Now, to be fair, if you opt for Kaplan's live online course, you will get access to their ebook, which contains test-taking strategies, content review, and practice problems, but the fact that you don't get any printed textbooks is a bit of a letdown. And last up here, number 3, Kaplan doesn't offer any sort of score improvement guarantee for some reason. I'm not sure why exactly they do this, but I did want to point this out, especially considering that competitors like Princeton Review, PrepScholar, and budget provider Magoosh all provide money-back guarantees. And that about does it for the detail in this review, so let's get to the final verdict. But before I hit you with that, I do just want to mention that since you're studying for the ACT, every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we actually give away a free prep course to one lucky person. I'll put all the details down below in the description on how to get entered, but just know it takes like 10 seconds. And hey, you never know, you could win yourself a totally free ACT prep course from Kaplan or some other company. Okay, final verdict time. Is the Kaplan ACT course worth it? Well, after using and reviewing this course and all of the different Kaplan study materials, I think the answer is yes. I love the fact that Kaplan has partnered directly with the ACT in order to provide students with access to real, previously used ACT questions. In my opinion, the value of this partnership cannot be overstated. But it's not just the practice material. Kaplan's on-demand video lessons and live classes are absolutely top-notch. Plus, it doesn't hurt that their courses are more affordable than competitors like Princeton Review. All in all, I think the Kaplan courses are a tremendous value. But anyway, that's all I've got for you. I hope this video was helpful and you learned a little something about Kaplan's ACT prep course. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping me a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full detailed written review of the Kaplan course that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over to our website. Again, that's testprepinsight.com, or you can check out the other videos we have on our YouTube channel. We got a bunch of great video content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.